Do you have Facebook? If not, have you heard of it? I think everyone uses the internet these days. You email people, or you may have another social networking website. Social networking website is like MySpace or Facebook or something like that. And yeah, I'm sure, so even if you don't have Facebook, I'm sure you connect with your family or your friends, because especially we are studying English in Canada and then we are away from our country. So I actually made Facebook here. I didn't have Facebook when I was in Japan because it was not popular in Japan, in my country. So I made it here because my friends said, "Noko, you have to make Facebook. Come here, I will tell you how to make it." And then I said, okay. I'm not good at using computers, but I said okay. And now I use it all the time. So I think I know how useful it is and how dangerous it could be. So how many of you guys have Facebook actually in this class? Oh. Yeah, so as you can see, it's very common. And I'm gonna explain about Facebook a little bit. I think all of you guys already know, but so first, after you create an account, you will have own your page. And you can write anything you want on your page. And you can add friends. And you can search your friends by their name or their email address. Because if you have Facebook and then I have Facebook, and if I know your email address, I can find you on Facebook. Because you have to put your email address when you create an account. And to add friends, I will send you a request. And if you accept my request, we can be friends on Facebook. And once we become friends, you can see my page and I can see your page as well. And I'm gonna tell you what we can do on Facebook. First, we can leave message on your friend's page, and they can write you back. So we can talk about something. And second, we can chat on Facebook. So it's like just like a MSN. And third, you can create picture albums. I can put pictures on my Facebook and then your friends can see them. And I can see my friends' pictures as well. So who uses Facebook? I think many people use Facebook. It's an English website, so it's not that common in non-English speakers country like Asia or Mexico. But I'm sure it's very common in English speakers country because all my Canadian friends who I met here, they have Facebook. And also I made some friends from England and America, New Zealand, Australia when I went traveling, and they also have Facebook. And especially young people use Facebook, but not only young people, but also older people use it. For example, my previous teacher in Canada, he has Facebook, and my host parents, they're like 15 years old, they use Facebook as well. And I have been here for 7 months, and I made a lot of friends, but unfortunately many of them already went back to their country. But through Facebook, I still keep in touch with them, which is great. However, Facebook can be a bad influence, so I want to caution you guys. And first, you can put your information on your page. There is a space to write your name, sex, birthday, address, phone number, blah blah blah. And you don't have to put those information if you don't want to. So I would say don't put all your information on your page. This is dangerous. I have an example. This is what I heard from Mariana actually, but one girl, she met a guy on the internet, and then she was talking with him, and then he tried to get her information little by little. He took time, and eventually she gave her all information to him, and he went to her house and he killed her. So he said he was 18 years old, but actually he was over 30, 40. And yeah, he was pretending to be a young guy, and then he kept talking to her gently, and he killed her. So her dad, he was very sad, and then what he did is he started to talk to a girl on the internet, and then like the guy who killed his daughter, and then finally he got her all information as well. She gave him all her information. So he went to her house, and then he said, don't give your information to a stranger. So he cautioned her. She would die if he was a bad guy. So, and I've heard similar news when I was in Japan, and I think young people tend to give their information to a stranger too easily. So this is not a good idea. And second is, it's so simple to add friends on Facebook. Like as I said, you just need to send a request and accept. So I know someone who has over 700, 800 friends on their Facebook. I don't think they are friends. And maybe they know their face or name, but they just met once or twice or something. And another example is, I stayed at hostel in Vancouver, and I was talking a girl who stayed in same room, and she was traveling alone, and she stayed at many hostels, and she met a guy at one hostel, and then after she talked to him a little bit, he said, do you have Facebook? Can I add you on my Facebook? And then she was, what? She thought it was ridiculous, because they are just talking about how are you or where are you from, small talk. And it's not important to have many friends on Facebook. Even if you have 700 friends on your Facebook, they're not your friends. I mean, how many of them do you hang out with? Maybe 10 or 12, 20? And again, if you accept their request, they can see your all information that you have on your Facebook. So it can be dangerous because they don't know you don't know them very well. And she also said she saw people are lining up to use internet at hostel. I think traveling alone is good because they can meet new people, but they just use internet to talk to their friends. And I think some people are addicted to Facebook. They love Facebook, but you can't be friends with computers. I would say don't play only with computers. Go out and make friends outside. Talk to people and get to know each other. Talk to people in person and get to know each other. And then if you want to keep in touch with them, then use Facebook. That's how you use Facebook. So what I want to say is use Facebook, but use it properly. Remember, Facebook is not a place that you make friends, but a place that you communicate with your friends who you know well. That's all. Thank you for listening.